have not seen anybody talk about this specific strategy and this side hustle that I've actually been doing myself. So in this video, I wanted to share some ideas of what you can do, what I'm doing myself, and exactly step by step on how to get started. To start off, I'm using YouTube to find high ticket things that I can review that don't have a lot of competition, and then building a store to sell my own product. If that sounds confusing, I'm gonna break it down step by step on exactly how I'm doing it and how you can do the same with some ideas. It's actually very simple, and I think it's kind of like a no-brainer. To start off with, before I show you what I'm doing myself, I tried to think of some relatively expensive things that people wouldn't just impulse buy immediately, but they'd be like, I better check if, people think that this is worth buying. So maybe you're thinking about buying an exercise bike. It's a couple $100 or $1,000, $2,000, and you're like, I'm not really sure if I should buy this or not. Well, a lot of people would just go to YouTube, type in best exercise bikes, look at a couple review videos, pick one, and then buy one. So to show you what I mean, I typed in best exercise bikes over to YouTube. I'm using the browser extension vidIQ, and this has a total score of 66, which is pretty good. I like to keep it closer to 70, but it's very low competition and pretty decent amount of search volume. And you can see that some of these videos are doing really good. This person only has 21,000 subscribers, and this got 78,000 views. As you can see, there's a bunch of channels that are having videos way overperform for their channel size, meaning this did 97, 98 times better than normal. This did 26 times better than their normal video. So this would be like kind of one product idea. Another one would be a walking pad. This one actually has a really good score. I think this would be a no-brainer for somebody to do. Literally, you can do this so easily. So people are typing in walking pad because they're not sure what walking pad to buy, if it's worth buying, and people are just reviewing these. Very small channels getting crazy views, and there's almost no competition and tons of people searching it. Everybody wants to be moving right now, and they just don't know which one to buy. 100 times better than normal, 38 times better than normal, 124 subscribers, 9,000 views. For me personally, the one that I chose was portable sauna. This has, close to 70 score. And then again, a lot of very extreme outliers in this area where a lot of people are searching for a portable sauna. They want to know if it's worth buying, and they just need somebody to tell them that it's okay, you can buy it. So this entire thing starts with finding a niche that you have some interest in, that you can talk about for a while, because we're not just going to scattershot this. We're researching a hole in the market and then solving that hole. So it starts off with finding something that's a little bit more expensive, not too expensive, and then we're gonna move on to step 2. And that is to actually build a store, and then we're gonna find products that match that hole in the market and then start marketing them. Now, I don't know much about setting up websites, and therefore I am using a free AI store builder. You can get started in like 2 minutes. It's so easy. I'll leave a link to this down below. You just go ahead and click build your store, put in your information here. Then you go ahead and you pick your niche. Now there's a lot of really cool products that could go in any of these niches, but I'm gonna pick sports and fitness because that's what I'm kind of talking about. Then you go ahead and choose a couple banners. You can change this later so you don't have to worry about that too much. Then you're gonna go ahead and access Shopify, and you can get started for just $1 a month for the first 3 months, and that gives you plenty of time to test this. You just put in your email address here, we can get started. Then you just pick where you want to sell. I'm doing an online store. We're going to be drop shipping products since I don't want to do them myself. And then you can just get started for $1 a month. Just put in your information here. My mouse has been like clicking all over the place, so I'm using the backup mouse. And we're just going to add the address later. And now we're to the Shopify backend, and this is where we can find those products that I was talking about. So we're going to add an app. I'm gonna go to the Shopify App Store. I'm gonna type in AutoDS. I'm gonna install AutoDS. And then it's gonna go ahead and open us up a AutoDS account. And right in here, if you go ahead and click on Marketplace, this is gonna be where we can find those products. So let's type in walking pad. You can see there's just a bunch of different walking pads here. So what we would do is we would just take one of these, generally something that has a little bit of margin. You can see maybe you want a cheaper one, maybe you want one with a bar. This one ships a little bit faster, so maybe we want something with faster shipping. This has 4-day shipping, that's pretty good. So we're gonna import this as a draft, and then this is where we could customize this. All right, then we could also type in exercise bike, and you can see there's a bunch of different options for, we got a $44 exercise bike, all the way up to 100, 200, 400. You can really go a bunch of different price ranges here. And so you can kind of choose one that you think is the best. A lot of people, when they begin dropshipping, begin these stores, a lot of times they will recommend starting with a budget. You just get a billion products, you run ads on all of them, and then you see, what happens, which one sticks. I'm definitely more of the approach of less, but better. So choosing one thing and really trying to test that out. So for me, I chose a portable sauna, I kind of went through and found one that I thought would be good. I'm not going to show you exactly what I set mine up as because I want it to be a true test, so I don't want to like share any of the specifics. Maybe I'll share those in a couple months. But the cool thing is I could review other saunas, which is part of how I built my side hustle and my brand. I have a whole other video on how I do the affiliate side of that. But then I can also use this as my own product. I tried the cheapest sauna. I tried this new sauna. We could create a whole brand around reviewing the budget sauna, and that can be my own brand where I'm no longer getting affiliate on other people's stuff. I can have my own brand that I am promoting, and I'm gonna buy one, have it come, do a full review video on it, and that's how I can diversify that side hustle's income and start building it into my own brand. You can just look through these. I actually haven't seen many people review these smaller saunas, so I'm definitely gonna get one of these as well. Like, you sit down inside of these and then there's steam in there. I think a really good example of this as well is the sauna box. So this is the official sauna box that you can sell, but they sell this for like $500, and I've actually done a review on that, and it's literally, besides the branding that they put on it, the exact same thing as this $171 one. Pretty much the exact same thing, literally. So I could take this and do a sauna box versus my own brand. This one's 50% cheaper and it's literally the same thing. And it would be so easy to sell a lot of these, and that's something I'm gonna be doing this coming year, just giving people an alternative that's way cheaper and it's still probably the same quality. I'll just make sure it is the same quality. But that's how I'm gonna be doing this, is using YouTube, the search engine of YouTube, and finding holes in the market and then serving that hole. And this tool right here is just a free extension called vidIQ. And then we're using that along with Auto DS. Again, there's links to all this stuff down below, but it doesn't have to be just those products. If we go back to Auto DS here, they literally have everything. They have best sellers, they have ad spies, trending products. You can check all of that. A lot of these are cheaper products, and I prefer to have something that people would go to YouTube for this specific strategy to get a review on. You're not going to go to YouTube and check a review on a dog collar, but you probably would on a walking pad or sauna, right? And so what are those things that would be slightly more expensive? Solo stove, that would definitely be one. I might actually do that too. It's a good idea. Something like that, a grill. It could be a more expensive sleeping bag, it could be a tent. There's a $350 tent here. People might want to know if this tent is worth $350. So when you're finding your niche, you want to make sure that this is something that you're interested in, something that you would get yourself, and therefore you can talk about this subject because you want your channel to be somewhat niche. You just want to talk about camping. You don't want to do camping, saunas. We're going to do swimwear. We're going to do coffee cups. You can't have it all on one channel because YouTube is very search based. I also have a free course on how to get started on YouTube. If you want to check out that down below, it walks you through how to make good videos, how to look for search, how to get good titles and thumbnails. And that's how I was able to build this second channel that I'm now building this business off of, up to $15,000 in revenue inside of a year with only 7 videos, because the stuff works. It's just math. This is an example of one of the companies that I have sold $73,000 worth of products on that other channel. I have made about $10,000 in commission from them, but I could have had that $73,000 in sales of my own products if I had reviewed some of my own things and built my own brand and had that start my own brand instead of promoting somebody else's. I think personally the best strategy is having some of it commission based, helping build other people's brands for that brand awareness, and then some of it having your own brand built on the back of that by finding your own products that are similar to the ones that you're reviewing. I think that's a really good strategy. So that's what I'm going to be working on over the next couple months. Again, if you want to check out Auto DS, it's what I'm using to do this, and you get your store started in 2 minutes with the AI store builder. Super simple. Let me know what niche you're thinking about.
I'm just finishing up my website. I'm going to be tweaking some things. I'm going to be updating the background. I'm going to be updating the description of these products, the banner a little bit, but I just wanted to show you what the store will actually look like. These are also some examples of like a sports store if you decide to go, more of that category, or a home store if you decide to go. It's really customizable and really simple to do. And then you could just tweak it to make it right for you specifically. Honestly, I think this is a huge untapped niche. It's YouTube for high ticket products. Conversions are absolutely insane, better than ads sometimes. It's nuts. So if you try this, let me know. Send me your store over on IG. Don't forget to check out AutoDS, absolutely amazing tool. And thanks for watching.